A very good morning to all of you, and I welcome you all to the GK Today platform once again. Today we'll be discussing the most important MCQs for 26th of July 2024. Now let's start with our session, and before moving ahead, let us have a look at the answers of the homework quiz. The first question was, which two Indian space scientists received the honor at the Global Space Conference from the prestigious Organization Committee on Space Research? These two Indian space scientists are, the first name is Prahalad Chandra Agarwal and the second name is Anil Bharadwaj. Okay. Second question was, recently which state government is organizing special camps to grant Indian citizenship to minority refugees from the countries Afghanistan, Pakistan and Bangladesh? So this state is Rajasthan. Recently which state has secured the first place under the best performing state category in the Prime Minister Swanidhi scheme? This is the state of Madhya Pradesh. Gaia spacecraft recently seen in the news was launched by which space agency? This spacecraft belongs to European Space Agency. And last question was, which organization recently released the Future of Financial Advice report? This report has been published by World Economic Forum. Headquarter lies in Switzerland. Okay. So this is all about the homework quiz, and please tally your answers and don't forget to write your score in the comment section. Now let's start with today's session. The first question is, recently which Indian shooter has been awarded the Olympic Order by the International Olympic Committee? This is Indian shooting legend Abhinav Bindra. He has been awarded the Olympic Order by the International Olympic Committee for his outstanding contributions to the Olympic movement. And the ceremony will be held on 10th of August during the 142nd International Olympic Committee session that is to be held in Paris. Okay. So Abhinav Bindra is India's first individual Olympic gold medalist, and he won the men's 10 meters air rifle event at the 2008 Beijing Games. Right. Also he has served on the ISSF Athlete Committee as well as on the IOC Athlete Commission. Okay. So Abhinav Bindra has been awarded the Olympic Order by the International Olympic Committee. You can also be asked that Abhinav Bindra, who was in news these days, is associated with which sport? So he is a shooter. Okay. In the next slide, we'll be talking about some important awards and honors. The first question is, Padma Shri awardee Kamla Pujari, who passed away recently, was associated with which profession? So Kamla Pujari was basically agriculturalist. She is associated with agriculture, and basically she is known for organic farming. Recently she passed away. Okay. Recently which institute has received the Best Technology Award for its pioneering work in the field of horticultural sciences? This is Indian Institute of Spices Research. You have to tell me where does the headquarter lie. Which Indian Navy ship has been adjudged the best ship of the Eastern Fleet at the annual Fleet Awards function 2024? This is INS Delhi. Okay. Recently which state has been honored with the Best Agriculture State Award for 2024 by the 15th Agriculture Leadership Awards Committee? So this is the state Maharashtra. And last is, which state won the Best State in Horticulture Award 2024 in the Agriculture Leadership Awards 2024? And this award has been given to the state of Nagaland. Okay. Second question is, recently which Indian state has made it mandatory for the tourist vehicles to carry the garbage bags? This is the state Sikkim. Sikkim now requires all the tourist vehicles to carry a large garbage bag to protect its delicate Himalayan ecology. Despite being India's least populated state, Sikkim faces ecological disturbances due to high tourism footfall. Okay. So now authorities aim to promote community participation in the environmental sustainability through this measure. Okay, so Sikkim has made it mandatory for all the tourist vehicles to carry their own garbage bags. On the next slide, we'll be talking about some important state related current affairs. The first question is, recently the state owned Coal India Limited secured its first major mineral asset, a graphite block, in which Indian state? So Coal India Limited has acquired their first critical mineral asset, which is a graphite block in the state of Madhya Pradesh. Talking about graphite, it is a crystalline form of carbon and it comes in amorphous, flake and crystalline vein varieties. Despite being a non-metal, graphite exhibits metallic properties like it has high electrical conductivity and it has high strength and corrosion resistance as well. Also, it has the natural lubricity and it is among the lightest reinforcing agents. Okay, so Coal India Limited has secured its first major mineral asset in the state of Madhya Pradesh. Mukhyamantri Behan Beti Maikoi Swavlamban Protsahan Yojana, recently seen in the news, is associated with which Indian state? Here answer is the state Jharkhand. And who is the current Chief Minister of Jharkhand? Mr. Hemant Soren. He announced village level camps to enroll women in the Mukhyamantri Behan Beti Maikoi Swavlamban Protsahan Yojana, where they would be providing 1000 rupees per month to the women who are aged between 21 and 49 years. Okay, so at the Sahibganj district event, he unveiled the project's worth 88 crore rupees and the scheme will benefit 45 lakh women and the scheme is worth 5500 crore rupees annually. Okay, so basic aim here is to empower and make the woman self-reliant. Okay, so this is the scheme of Jharkhand state. Which state government has launched a comprehensive registry initiative to resolve long-standing issues related to Lal Dora properties in the urban areas? Here correct answer is Haryana state. So Haryana government has launched a registry initiative to address the issues which are related to Lal Dora properties in the urban areas under the Chief Minister Urban Body Ownership Scheme. Okay, so Lal Dora lands were established in 1908 and they were exempt from building bylaws complicating ownership, proof and transaction. Basic aim here is to free the villages from these restrictions and it would allow the property rights. Also, the Swamitwa scheme will streamline the ownership with the Chief Minister distributing the certificates and registries in the Gurugram city. Okay, so your correct answer is Haryana state. Fourth question is, Cradio Madam, recently seen in the news, is located in which Indian state? So it lies in the state of Assam and it will become the Northeast India's very first World Heritage Site in the cultural category and it is India's 43rd World Heritage Site overall. Okay, so it lies in the state of Assam and these ancient burial mounds of Ahom kings and nobles date back to 13th to 18th centuries. Also, it is revered as a sacred place by the Ahom community. Okay, from the northeastern side, Kaziranga National Park and the Manas National Parks are the other World Heritage Sites in the natural category. Okay, and Kaziranga National Park as well as Manas National Park lies in the state of Assam. Fine. Recently, which state became the first in the country to introduce the concept of Gross Environment Product Index? This is the state Uttarakhand. It is the very first state in the country to introduce this concept of Gross Environment Product Index. The third question is, Upper Karnali Hydroelectric Power Project, recently seen in the news, is located in which country? So IREDA means Indian Renewable Energy Development Agency Limited will invest 290 crore rupees in the 900 megawatt Upper Karnali Hydroelectric Power Project that lies on the Nepal's Karnali River. Okay, so this run of the river project will supply power to Nepal, India and Bangladesh for 25 years and it is awarded to GMR Upper Karnali Hydropower Limited in the year 2008. It will generate 3,466 million units of electricity annually, and it would offset 2 million tons of greenhouse gas emission. Okay, so it is located in the country Nepal. Now let's have a look at some international news. The first question is, recently the scientists from which country have developed a robot face with living skin? So this is the country Japan, and in the month of July, Japan showcased a robot face covered in human skin tissue, and basic aim here is to enhance the robotic realism by incorporating the living tissue which is capable of expressing emotions. Okay, so it would allow the robots to make facial expression, and it combines the biological materials with robotics so as to create more human-like machines. Okay, so this is the country Japan. Which country will host the inaugural Olympic Sports Games 2025? This is the country Saudi Arabia. Recently, which country's parliament has approved the culling of almost 500 bears to control the overpopulation of the protected species? This decision has been taken by the Romania government. Abstar 6C satellite recently seen in the news was developed by which country? The satellite belongs to the country China. And last question is, recently which country hosted 9th Women's Cricket Asia Cup? So answer is Sri Lanka. Okay. The next question is, which day is observed as the National Broadcasting Day every year? So National Broadcasting Day is celebrated in India every year on 23rd of July, and it marks the start of radio broadcasting on this day in the year 1927 by the Indian Broadcasting Company from Bombay. Okay. Later it was renamed as the All India Radio in the year 1936. It grew into one of the world's largest network. Radio has been vital in connecting India, offering news, music and stories, and playing a key role in historical events like the freedom struggle, right? So National Broadcasting Day is celebrated every year on 23rd of July. In the next slide, we'll be talking about some important days and themes. What is the theme of Statistics Day 2024? First of all, this day is observed every year on 29th of June. This year, the theme is use of data for decision making. Use of data for decision making. What is the theme of International Olympics Day 2024? The theme for International Olympics Day is Let's Move and Celebrate. Okay. What is the theme of World Population Day 2024? This day is observed every year on 11th of July. The theme for the third question is to leave no one behind, count everyone. This was the theme. Okay. Then fourth question is, what is the theme of International Yoga Day 2024? This day is celebrated on 21st of June, and the theme for this year is Yoga for Self and Society. And the fifth question is, what is the theme of International Fatty Liver Day 2024? So the theme is Act Now, Screen Today. Okay, and this day is observed every year on 13th of June. Okay. The fifth question is, National Center for Polar and Ocean Research recently seen in the news is an autonomous research institute established under which ministry? So it is under Ministry of Earth Sciences. Why it came into news? Because right now it is constructing a new ocean research vessel for India's deep ocean mission to explore the rare minerals that lies in the Indian Ocean. This body was established in the year 1998, and it is India's leading research and development institution for polar and southern ocean research. It coordinates polar expeditions and scientific research in Antarctica, the Arctic and the Himalayas along with Southern Ocean. So it is located in Vasco da Gama, Goa, which works under the Ministry of Earth Sciences. Fine. So here correct answer is B option, Ministry of Earth Sciences. In the next slide, we'll be talking about some important ministries that were in news. The first question is, Indian Maritime Center, recently seen in the news, is an initiative of which ministry? So it is a key initiative under Maritime India Vision 2030 and it is nearing realization. It is spearheaded by the Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways. Basic aim is to unify the Indian maritime industry by offering the policy and industry recommendation. So it seeks to enhance India's role in the international maritime organizations so as to strengthen the domestic maritime sector and promote India's maritime interest globally through flagship event. Okay, so here correct answer is Ministry of Ports, Shipping and Waterways. Remission of duties and taxes on the exported products scheme, recently seen in the news, is a WTO compliant scheme of which ministry? Here answer is Ministry of Commerce. Emergency credit line guarantee scheme, recently seen in the news, is under the operational domain of which ministry? So it works under Ministry of Finance. Vibrant Village program, recently seen in the news, comes under which ministry? Answer is Ministry of Home Affairs. Recently the Government of India has designated which ministry as the nodal ministry for the Hajj committee? So this is Ministry of Minority Affairs. Okay, earlier Ministry of External Affairs used to be the nodal ministry for Hajj committee, but now it has been changed to Ministry of Minority Affairs. Next question is, who has been elected as the 67th President of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India for the year 2024 to 2025? This is Vibhuti Bhushan Nayak. He has been unanimously elected as the new President of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India for the year 2024 to 25 and he has succeeded Ashwin G. Dalwadi. Okay, so election took place on 22nd of July in New Delhi and Srinivas Prasad has been elected as the Vice President. Okay, talking about this body, it was established in the year 1959 as a statutory body and it operates under the Cost and Works Accountants Act of 1959. Okay, correct answer here is A option, Vibhuti Bhushan Nayak. In the next slide, we'll be talking about some recent elections. The first question is, recently Masood Pezeshkian has been elected as the President of which country? He is the new President of Iran. Recently, who has been elected as the new President of the European Council of the European Union? Answer would be Antonio Costa. Okay. Recently, Hala Tómasdóttir has been elected as the President of which country? Answer is Iceland. Recently, Claudia Sheinbaum has been elected as the first woman President of which country? Answer is Mexico. And last is, recently General To Lam was elected as the new President of which country? Answer here is Vietnam. Okay. Seventh question is, recently Indian Navy signed a memorandum of understanding with which organization to promote hydrogen e-mobility? Correct answer here is Indian Oil Corporation Limited, that is B option. Actually, under the Green Initiative of the Government of India and the National Green Hydrogen Mission, Indian Navy and Indian Oil Corporation Limited has collaborated to introduce a hydrogen fuel cell bus for the trials and the performance testing, and this effort marks a significant step towards the sustainable development and the environmental stewardship in the armed forces. Okay. So basic aim of this initiative is to reduce the carbon footprint and improve the air quality. Also, a memorandum of understanding was signed to facilitate the comprehensive study of the performance and reliability of bus. Okay, here correct answer is B option, Indian Oil Corporation Limited. Fine. In the next slide, we will be talking about some Navy related current affairs. First is, recently which country's Navy has signed a deal with India's Garden Reach Shipbuilders and Engineers for an 800-ton ocean-going tug? This is the country Bangladesh. Okay. Recently, who became the first woman helicopter pilot of the Indian Navy? Answer is Anamika B. Rajiv. Recently, which Indian naval ship visited the country Vietnam as part of Indian Navy's operational deployment? This is Ines Kilton. Recently, this ship has visited Vietnam country. Which organization has recently delivered the medium-range microwave obscurant shaft rocket to the Indian Navy? This is DRDO. And last is which Indian Navy ships recently completed their visit to Manila, Philippines as part of the operational deployment of the Indian Navy's Eastern Fleet to the South China Sea. This is United Nations Environment Program. Okay. Eighth question is, which organization recently released the State of the World's Forest 2024 report? Here answer is Food and Agriculture Organization of United Nations. They have released this particular report where they have highlighted a decline in the deforestation rate to 10.2 million hectares per year in 2015 to 2020 from 15.8 million hectares per year in the year 1990 to 2000. Okay. Overall, India ranks third for average annual net forest area gain, and the non-timber forest products support 275 million Indian livelihood. Also, innovation is crucial for climate resilience, bioeconomy shift, and for leveraging the non-wood forest products nutritional benefit. Okay. Simply we have to remember that this report has been published by Food and Agriculture Organization, headquarters lies in Rome, Italy. Okay. In the next slide, we will be talking about some important reports that were in news. The first question is, which organization recently released Towards Justice Ending Child Marriage report? This report has been published by ICP, means India Child Protection. Which organization recently released the Future of Financial Advice report? Answer is World Economic Forum. According to Niti Aayog report, India has set a target to achieve $500 billion in electronics manufacturing in value terms by which year? So this target has to be achieved by the end of 2030. Which organization recently published the Global Education Monitoring Report 2024? Answer here is UNESCO. And last is which organization recently released the Navigating New Horizons, a Global Foresight report? This report has been given by United Nations Environment Program, headquarters lies in Nairobi in Kenya. Okay. Ninth question is, Kalaripayattu, recently seen in the news, is the traditional martial art form popularly practiced in which Indian state? Answer here is B option, Kerala. So Union Ministry for Youth Affairs and Sports has announced that the Indian Kalaripayattu Federation has been recognized as the regional sports federation to promote this art form in India, and this traditional martial art originates in Kerala. Okay, so correct answer here is B option, Kerala. In the next slide, we will be talking about some important traditional festivals that were in news in the past few weeks. First is Gangamma Jatra, a folk festival recently celebrated in which Indian state? This is a folk festival that is celebrated in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Kuthandawar festival recently seen in the news is celebrated in which Indian state? Answer is Tamil Nadu. Which state recently celebrated the Chittirai Car festival? Answer is Tamil Nadu. Sing Khilang festival recently seen in the news is celebrated in which Indian state? This festival is celebrated in Meghalaya. Which state or union territory recently organized the Hemis festival 2024? Answer would be Ladakh. Okay. Now last question is, recently which organization successfully carried out a second experimental flight for the demonstration of air breathing propulsion technology? This is ISRO, C option. ISRO successfully conducted the second experimental flight for air breathing propulsion technology, which uses atmospheric oxygen as an oxidizer instead of carrying one on board. So this makes the rockets lighter and more efficient. However, the technology is applicable only within the denser layers of Earth's atmosphere, which means up to 70 kilometers of altitude. Beyond this, rockets must switch to a stage with both fuel and an onboard oxidizer. Okay, so here correct answer is C option, that is ISRO. In the last slide, we'll be talking about some space related current affairs. First is Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite, recently seen in the news, is a mission of which space organization? This is NASA. Gaia spacecraft, recently seen in the news, was launched by which space agency? Answer is the European Space Agency. Which country recently hosted the 45th Scientific Assembly of the Committee on Space Research for the very first time? Answer is South Korea. Mars Atmosphere and Volatile Evolution mission, recently seen in the news, was launched by which space organization? Answer is NASA. And last is the Starship spacecraft, recently seen in the news, is built by which organization? Answer is SpaceX. Okay. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. And before concluding, let me tell you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series in the GK Today Android application. So if you want the PDF of this lecture, you can subscribe to that course by paying a very nominal fees. Okay. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These are the most important current affairs and the news from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Nusrat Sana signing off.